So now that we unlocked that, we have access to run specific traits, which I'll show you guys now. We also unlocked the chrono crystals, which doubles the effect of a day's passing on the tiles around it, which is sometimes useful. Village is very, very useful because we get quests which give us extra items, but we'll have to remove a card. I'm going to remove the beacon because it's completely useless. I'm also going to remove the road lantern. Let's go. So back to this again. I am running this game at 2 times speed. You can see up here. Got 2 times movement speed, 2.5 times combat speed, which is the max combat speed. I don't like turning the game speed up to max because my brain's too slow for all that. Yeah, once you get into the swing of this, it's easy to know what to do. Like once you understand the ideal building formations and like what to do for specific special buildings, it's not that hard to get it right. We have a grove. We got an Oblivion 2 already, which is very good. So whenever we get a goblin camp, we can just get rid of it. Okay, we got the vampire. We want to be careful and not put this near the camp because the boss does spawn next to the camp if I remember correctly, and it will add a vampire to the boss fight, which we definitely do not want. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and do this and then get to building the mountain. Oh, we got good armor and a vampirism shield. Very helpful early as well. Get our health regen up. We can handle some longer runs with that. We won't have to worry about our health dropping too low. We also got a vampirism ring, which I'm probably going to throw on. Got another meadow. Got groves. Toss the groves down here and say here. Okay, there's our first village. Let's toss this say here. Okay, level 2 weapon. Very nice. Got another village as well. There's that thing. Bandit camp. Terrible. Get rid of it. So now you can see we have a quest from this one, which is this guy right here. If we kill him, and then once we get back to the village, we'll get extra stuff. You can see he's a little bit stronger than the other ones. He's like a boss enemy basically, an elite. He doesn't drop anything too special now, but you'll see what happens once we get to the village. Also, a goblin camp spawned and I did not see it, so get out of here. I do have to deal with those 2 goblins though. Goblin camps love spawning next to buildings that already have monsters coming out of them. Damage to all invasion, that's pretty good. I'll take that. I should be safe to put this here and not form a mountain. We also got another treasury. I can go ahead and put these meadows down. And more rocks. Another meadow. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this spider cocoon right here. Throw the cemetery right here. Save the grove for a second because I already have a lot of combat tiles down. Okay, we got a level 5 weapon already. And we got a level 4 armor. We'll see what we get from our quest reward. Got a level 3 ring. That is actually kind of doo-doo. Here we go. We got a new quest from the other village. The way I have it set up is actually pretty smart, because now I only have to deal with 1 quest enemy for go around. Okay, we unlocked our first talent. So this is what I was talking about. These are run specific. These do not carry over between runs. So after receiving this trait and at the start of every loop, the hero receives 65% of his max HP as phantom shield that persists between battles. 10% chance upon hit of stunning target for a second, or defense is increased by 1 after every loop. So you can see down here, right now my defense is 20. I think Article of Protection is one of the better ones. I'm not sure on that though. I haven't looked at the wiki for this game hardly at all, really. Just been trying to figure out stuff on my own. You can see now though that I've got that shield, so that'll absorb some damage for me before I start taking health damage, which is pretty good opportunity to heal up to where ideally I won't take any max HP damage between runs once I get my vampirism stat up a bunch. Obviously the vampirism isn't going to heal the shield because that wouldn't make much sense. But okay, there's our full mountain peak, 121 max HP. Plus 5 max HP for each adjacent mountain or rock tile. So now we just start spamming rocks down. There's another goblin camp. That is on a pretty good tile though. I might leave that one. Not that I really have a choice. Okay, there's the quest done. So now we'll see what we get from that village. Alright, here's our first vampire encounter. Back off, human. A vampire. Where are your lands? If your farmers need help, I would be glad to offer it. No more lands, no more flock, only hundreds of years of emptiness, and hundreds of years of hunger. Save yourself while you still can. I don't know how long I can keep my head straight. What hundreds of years are you talking about? Your mind is easy to trick, but you can't trick my hunger. It demands its fill. Every sip, every drop of blood will go to satiate it. I'm too weak, but you can help me, and I will set this crumbled world right. That's right, I'm doing this not just for myself, but for everyone, in the name of the greater good. So be grateful for my hard work, and just let me bleed you dry. So obviously I just murdered that vampire. Basically vampires went crazy, they're hungry. Normally they're normal, but right now they're not for some reason. That treasury's done. Very nice. We keep slamming this down. Another treasury. And another rock. We got a level 4 ring, which gives some vampirism, so I'm going to throw that on. And we just keep going. We're getting a lot of these vampire mansions, but I don't really care. Is there a safe place to put this? I think right here is the safest place to put that battlefield. Okay, our shield just wore off, and now our shield's back up. So it's working out pretty good. I'm glad we grabbed that. The mountain's also increasing our max HP by a bunch. Okay, there's our quest reward, and it's very bad. Not getting very lucky with those this run, it looks like. Like I said, it's been a long time since I've played this game. And even when I was playing it actively, I didn't really know about what the meta was at any point. I was just trying to figure it out on my own. Level 6 blade. Gives it a bunch of extra damage and some evasion, but decreases our attack speed. I think it's worth it. I'm going to put it on. And then I'm going to go ahead and drop this meadow down here. Get to work building that up for more materials. I could go ahead and leave if I wanted to and build that other building I need. But for right now, I'm just going to keep going with this. See how strong we can get. If we can get strong enough, I might see about beating the boss this run. But without most of the buildings, I mean, it is only floor 1, so it might be possible for me to do it. But we'll see. The mountain peak is a unique building, by the way, I believe. You can only have one of it. I can't build multiple of these, I don't think. You can see the boss meter is starting to fill up a little bit. We heal 47 HP every day now. We also have 1018 max HP, which is really good. And we're getting pretty tanky. There's our quest reward. I think that is better just from the vampirism. We get pure damage and we get damage to all. And we unlocked another talent. A battering ram is pretty good. The hero rushes into battle head on, and his first attack has a 75% chance to stun each enemy for 1 second. Yep, see? So they got stunned. So it gives me a little extra chance to do some work. Okay, that treasury is done. I'm going to leave that alone. We get a level 5 armor, which gives some vampirism, less HP, but we get regen and evasion and vampirism. Shield gives less defense, but does do damage to all, which is pretty good considering all the spider force I have down. Pretty scary fight, but we made it work. And we got a 15% vampirism armor, which is really great. We're healing a lot, especially with the stun that we get at the start of every round. Boss meter's filling up. Gotta be a little careful when I'm putting down stuff now. Mountains increase our max HP, so normally they are worth putting down. We got that down. I do not have a Oblivion right now. I'm gonna put meadows here at least to get that extra HP healing per day. I think that definitely is worth the extra little bit. Ooh, this is like double the defense of my current shield, so I do think it's worth swapping out. These are both level 8. This dude does twice as much damage. Okay, there's another meadow. So we're up to 56 healing every day now, which is quite good. We got an Oblivion, so I'm gonna get rid of that goblin camp because it's in a pretty bad spot. Another vampire encounter. Not really a big deal. We keep getting villages though, I don't really care. The problem right now is I don't really have any tiles that would strengthen me too much, if I'm honest. Mainly just have ones that spawn enemies. The only tiles that really strengthen me that I have are the rocks and the mountains. And then the Blood Grove. These quest rewards have been really bad, which is quite unfortunate. More meadows, we get more healing every day. Always quite good. You can see our cards are getting destroyed and turned into raw materials. Right now, the amount of materials we have is kind of crazy. I think I would be valid to leave, but I also think we are pretty strong right now, so it might also be completely viable to try and be the boss this run. I'm gonna keep slamming these mountains and rocks down to increase our max HP. Before the boss fight, we're up to 1173 max HP now, which is pretty solid. Is 20% vampirism worth giving up 16% attack speed and regen? I'm not sure. We're definitely going to go ahead and put down some more meadows though, because I love the extra healing. We're getting close to being able to fight the boss now, which is a little scary. I do have another Oblivion if I felt so inclined to use it. Extra defense, extra counter, extra evasion. I think the attack speed is just better. Another meadow. Okay, another mountain. Pass that down. That's pretty good. Okay, we unlocked another talent, another trait. Each time the hero passes through a tile, he will heal for 0.5 times loop HP for each non-road tile around it. I honestly think that's the best that we can get for right now, because we are about to fight the boss, so getting the one that increases our defense every loop is not very good. Level 10 evasion ring is definitely worth dropping my vampirism staff for. There's another goblin camp. I can Oblivion that to save me a little bit more time. But we are, I think, 2 tiles away from proccing the boss lair to spawn. But I might try and do it next cycle, because I need better gear. I don't even have a special weapon right now. I just have a basic common weapon. And that's just not going to cut it for this. We are making pretty light work of most of the enemies though, which is really great to see. And now we get the shield. We're back up to full health already. So we're probably fine, at least for this cycle. Ooh, level 10 vampirism armor. Slightly less vampirism, but it's definitely worth it. We get so much more max HP from that. Level 10 vampirism ring. For sure. I'm getting that. Still no really good quest drops, if I'm honest. This actually gives 30 defense. This doesn't give any vampirism, I don't really care. See, there we go, this is a mimic now. pretty scary. I think at this point it is in my best interest to just go ahead and spawn the boss in before this gets too unreasonably difficult. There we go. Campfire goes out. Now it becomes the boss lair, surrounded by the Lich's palace. Well, now I can just spam down any of the tiles I want to. But I think it's just the best to go ahead and try and fight this guy now, because it will get really hard really fast. It's fine if I don't win. I just want to test my strength right now, because this is kind of the best run I could possibly have. I pretty much stay at max health. My vampirism stat isn't really all that high, but I do heal at the start of each day. Hopefully a new day will come. Level 8 vampirism shield. That's really good. Hopefully a day will pass by the time. Yep, I healed a little bit. Also regen quite fast, which is pretty helpful. Okay, another meadow and another rock. A harpy. Harpy's pretty scary. Very high damage. Okay, I can put down another rock. And here we go. Oh, we gotta deal with the gargoyle first. Great. Okay, double check on my gear. I think we go. Here he comes. This is the first boss. How is it possible? That's right, you didn't devour me like the rest of the world. Haven't I? You really don't think so. What are you talking about? I'm standing right in front of you. I consumed all of your reality. Its every element now rests in a separate pocket dimension. Spaces, living beings, information, even memories. They shall remain there until entropy does its work, turning everything into a uniform static mass. Along with you, of course. You're insane. So, what do we have here? I see. You found a way to interact with other pieces of your reality, organizing, combining, and merging them. But how? I don't see any exceptional talents or knowledge in you. You hardly even understand what's happening, right? I'll tell you what's happening. A pile of bones is butchering my world and thinks that it can get away with it. You're already doomed and you know it. Perhaps you're just the first in a series of systematic errors. A problem I must learn to solve. Let's not waste any time then. I don't think you're capable of feeling regret, but I'm about to change that. You kind of get the idea. I just wanted to, I probably knew I wouldn't be able to. There you go. See? Can't take all. I don't have whatever that is. And we lose all that. We get this. I'm alive, but how? Thanks to us, a small group of us dragged you back here. It wasn't easy. How did you fight off all those monsters? They nearly killed me. That's also interesting. Many of them were vanishing right before our eyes. Some we managed to avoid, but I think most of the monsters were gone before we left the camp. I think your trips are deeply connected to your memory, my friend. It all fades away as soon as you space out for long enough. Okay, well now, we have enough resources to build another building. We can only do the herbalist's hut, so we're gonna go ahead and place that down. Let's say here. It's a miracle we could find some fertile soil, and by a miracle, save some seeds of precious healing herbs. But the real miracle is that all these healing poultices and balms still have some effect. We already lost many people because of the cataclysm. It would be nice not to lose more to any diseases. And these potions can help you as well. Take a vial or two on your trip, and your chances of getting back in one piece will be much higher. Okay, so yeah, that gives us access to potions. We can take up to 3 potions with me, and 2 potions will be refilled whenever I get to the campfire. We also unlock the swamp guard, which I'll show you here. Spawns a mosquito every 3 days. All healing effects hurt you here, so vampirism, for example, would deal damage to you. Here we can also have access to our traits that we have access to. Obviously these are just for, I think, warrior. We can't swap any out or anything like that. But yeah, let me know if you want to see more of this game. I really love playing it, and I'd love to do a series on it for you guys. Thank you for watching. I've been Captainblammo. Stay tuned for more episodes, and I'll see you next time. Peace.